SpaceX is not a mice anymore. Well, for those of you who don't know about SpaceX, SpaceX is a private American aerospace manufacturer and space transportation services company headquartered in Hawthorne, California, founded by Elon Musk. So, it started way back when Elon Musk used to have childhood fantasies in rocket ship and space travel. Just after he was out of PayPal, he came across a Mars Society, a non-profit organization, and became a part of it. During that time, he met a guy who was creating a rocket which can glide over Mars. At first, Elon Musk was very much interested in solar or space, but didn't understand how will he make money from solar. So he started thinking bigger than Mars Society and started doing his own research, but to his surprise, he couldn't find the details or schedules of exploring Mars at NASA or its website, which of course made him upset. So he planned a project called Mars Oasis with an idea to land a miniature experimental greenhouse and grow plants on Mars, which of course made him a butt of jokes in Silicon Valley. But Elon Musk didn't bother about it and went ahead to meet Russians with the intentions to buy refurbished rockets. Russians asked 8 million each for the rockets, but Elon Musk resisted 8 for 2, to which Russians laughed, and it made Elon so angry that he stormed out of the room. On his way back to home, Musk had an idea of building a rocket by themselves at a very affordable price. Then he came across a guy named Tom Mueller. In 2012, Tom Mueller built an 80-pound engine that could produce 13,000 pounds of thrust, hence becoming the world's largest liquid-fueled rocket built by an amateur, which caught an attention of Elon and was asked to join him. Then after a lots of hassle, and two of Elon Musk's colleagues left the group since it didn't seem profitable to them, SpaceX was finally founded on June 2002 in El Segundo, California, with the aim to revolutionize space technology with the ultimate goal of enabling people to live on other planets as mentioned in their official site. Later, they shifted to the 300-acre test site in Texas thanks to Andrew Beale's collapsed space company. They named their first rocket as Falcon 1. Fun fact, Falcon rockets are named after the Millennium Falcon from the Star Wars film series. On 26 November of 2005, SpaceX tried a pre-launch checks, but due to its oxygen liquid tank valve could not be closed and had lost a lots of fuel as well as launch window, so they had to shift it to December, but again due to faulty valves and the other errors could not be launched. And after a lots of hassle like replacing capacitors, working on flight, etc., finally on 24th March 2006, Falcon 1 was launched. But just like before every success comes a failure. After only 25 seconds, fire broke out and then the Falcon 1 was into the small pieces. Holman, one of SpaceX's chief engineer, was blamed for it. Later it was found out that B-nut was cracked due to the corrosion in salty atmosphere of Kwajalein Island. On 21st March of 2007, SpaceX launched Falcon 1 again. But after only 7 minutes, the whole rocket blew up due to premature engine shutdown. On 3rd August 2008, again SpaceX launched its Falcon 1, but it didn't reach the orbit, although their first stage worked perfectly. And finally, after 3 unsuccessful attempts, SpaceX launched its Falcon 1 successfully to low Earth orbit, becoming the first privately funded and developed liquid-propelled carrier rocket, resulting in NASA awarding SpaceX $1.6 billion contract. Now, there's a lesson to be learned here. No matter how much you work hard and fail in it, if you keep working hard enough, success will definitely find you. Then on its 5th launch on 13th July 2009, Falcon 1 successfully deployed the payload. After the 5th launch, SpaceX kind of unofficially retired Falcon 1 for larger Falcon 9. It was named because it had 9 engines. As of now, Falcon 9 has been launched 57 times, resulting in 55 times with success. Then, In 2012, Dragon capsule, another SpaceX's rocket variant, became the first commercial spacecraft to deliver a cargo to the International Space Station and has since been conducting regular resupply services to the International Space Station. Falcon 9 reaches geosynchronous transfer orbit on December 2013. Falcon 9 first stage successfully lands in Atlantic Ocean on 2014. SpaceX begins series of first stage landing attempts on the autonomous spaceport drone ship on January 2015. Pad abort test. Crew Dragon test launch abort system which can provide astronauts with an escape capability all the way to the orbit on May 2015. The Falcon 9 rocket delivered 11 communication satellites to orbit and the first stage returned and landed at Landing Zone 1, the first ever orbital class rocket landing on December 21, 2015. The Falcon 9 rocket launched the Dragon spacecraft to the International Space Station and the first stage returned and landed on the Of Course I'll Still Love You drone ship on April 8, 2016. SpaceX achieved the world's first reflight of an orbital class rocket. Following delivery of the payload, the Falcon 9 first stage returned to the Earth for the second time on March 30, 2017. First Dragon resupply mission represented the first reflight of a commercial spacecraft to and from the International Space Station on June 2017. And of course, we all remember the recent launch of Falcon Heavy on February 2018, where Elon Musk sent his Tesla Roadster. So now, what's the future like? Reusable rockets and exploring the space are the future. And who knows, we might be able to live in another planet as well.
Your oxygen supply.